have my favorite lure on right now, which is a lure that was given to me by my friend Sean Rowley, who always catches fish, and I almost always catch something on this sucker. So a little bit of a not sunset, but nice image there. Can't see that from my campsite. Well, because there's a possibility of people being next door tomorrow, the site is booked. I mean, you never know if people are going to show up or not, but it's booked. So I thought I would scoot just around the corner here and go beside that really big rock wall and see if I have any luck over there. I keep seeing 3 loons. I do see 3. Maybe there's a baby. It's July, so maybe. Pretty peaceful out here. You can hear some of the road traffic though, which I've noticed, but oh well, it wasn't easy in. Alright, I'm actually here. I'm going to paddle along a little bit more and I'll drop my line in and see what happens. Well, there's my 3 loons hanging out in the middle of the lake. I cast about 5 times here along the rock wall, and then a seagull came flying by, swooping really low, and I decided I was going to go somewhere else. Well, I'm out here just fishing away. Probably cast about 20-ish times. I haven't gotten even a little teeny tiny nibble. I'm just making my way around the lake a little bit, paddling here and there and checking stuff out, but probably won't do this much longer. I really want to lay in my hammock and read my book before it gets dark. Got a little nibble action, but I don't think I got it. I waited. Well, this is just really little and it's on my line. Sometimes you can't really tell because they're so small. Or I got a weed. That's what the most likely outcome is. Yeah. Weed fish. I love catching these. I catch them all the time. So good at it. So it's a pretty noisy lake. Not like crazy noisy, but like, I don't know if you can hear that. I've been hearing speedboats from Little Hawk, and I think the portage I came down, if you go the other direction, it takes you to Kinesis, or Kinesis, I'm not sure how you say that. But yeah, I can hear the speedboats just purring along, almost like they're on this lake, but not quite. The fish are just jumping all around me. There was like 1, 2, 3, 4, bloop, 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 bloop. And I just started laughing like out loud. Just thought that was really funny. There's no bites, there's no nibbles, but they're jumping all over, and I just want to head back to camp now because I know that when the fish are jumping, they're not biting. However, the last fish that I caught in Haliburton, I think it was on Little Brother Lake, they were jumping, and I did catch one, so I don't know. No bites. I'd like to think I got some bites and nibbles in those weeds. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But no fish. So not sure what I'm gonna do. The mosquitoes are starting to come out a little bit. But they're still not bad. I think I might try to lay in my hammock and read my book for a little bit. It's not too dark yet. It's just kind of starting. I thought this would make a good dessert tonight. It's ice cold. It's been in the cooler. Probably won't be that way by tomorrow. I have ice in the cup, and it's going to be delicious. Cheers. Well, I just emptied out the cooler bag. There was some ice, which is melting. There's still a good amount of ice in there. Just my cooler. I smushed up and put it in there. I have the sausages. I think they're Schneider's, and they have cheese inside of them. So I brought those, and I brought a pita and some mustard, and then I'm gonna cut up a cucumber and make cucumber salad. And then I just had the salami and some 2-year-old cheddar and stuff for my lunch tomorrow. So I had that sitting like in the cooler, because why not? There was room, but it doesn't have to be. But now it's inside my pot in the bear vault, so it won't leak all over everything. So that's pretty much set for the night. Well, I guess the sun has gone down. It wasn't really out. The sky was a teeny tiny bit pinkish, but that's gone now and it's starting to get dark. There's a lot of mosquitoes out. I thought maybe I'd light a fire and see if that helped, but it has a little bit, but I think I might go in the tent soon. Oh, this is the scene here. It's about 9:30 on Friday night. I have been hanging out in that chair right there, enjoying this fire right here, and soon I will head into my tent there and read my book. Well, good morning from Cat Lake in the Haliburton Highland Water Trails. It's 5:30 a.m. on Saturday, July 17th. And over in the corner of the lake, we have a beautiful pink sky. Alright, well, it's really overcast and I managed to get a signal. I have a very weak one depending on where I am on the campsite. And I checked the weather forecast just to see if it has changed. And it has. It's saying now that it's going to rain this morning. So I decided to put the tarp up. I'm pretty happy actually with the setup considering the lack of trees I had. When I first set it up, I was like, oh good, tree. But this tree here is actually way far out from the land, and I can't reach it at all. So I ended up using one of the trees over there towards where the hammock is, and then this little guy and this little guy. So I got it up really nicely, and I can even stand under it, and there's like this much room above my head. So I have about 2/3 of the fire pit covered, and my chair's over there. There's lots of room. I got some firewood under the tarp on this side, and I'm all set up if it does rain. It's only supposed to rain a little bit if it does, but I don't want to be sitting out here in the rain, and I don't need to. That's why I brought my tarp. So I'm all set up, and that way if it rains, I'm covered. All right, it is 7:45, and I am all ready to get my breakfast going. I had the little pot, like I showed you guys last night. I had the little pot sitting in the bear vault with the ice in it and all the cooled stuff. But then when I threw the bear vault in the forest last night, I didn't even think to keep it upright. I always lay it like down somewhere underneath some stuff. So I did that, and then this morning I got up, and when I opened the bear vault, a bunch of stuff was wet. It's not too bad, but the stove was wet, so I had to light it because the spark wasn't working. So anyways, I am just making some breakfast. I felt like having breakfast today, and I'm camping. I don't care. It's a couple eggs, no big deal. So I have got some Italiano bread. I didn't even butter it. I just kind of at the last minute yesterday morning before I left, I'm like, grab 2 eggs and 2 pieces of bread and some butter just in case. And I'm really hungry, so I'm just gonna fry up the bread in the frying pan with the butter, and then I'm going to make 2 over easy eggs and put them on my plate and eat them. Pretty basic stuff. See ya. Well, they didn't turn out as pretty as I wanted them, but I'm sure they're still gonna taste good. I went to flip both of them over and they both broke, but I managed to get all the yolk and yummy goodness on the bread, so I'm gonna sit here and enjoy my beautiful view and have my breakfast, and that's about it. I really want to find a way to make this more stable. I'm sorry guys, this video, some of this footage from this video today, this weekend, might not be amazing quality. I'm not a filmmaker, I'm here for the adventure, but I still like to make nice videos, but I'm in a different boat and I don't have things set up exactly how I need to yet, so please bear with me. So just for a quick update, I'm really enjoying paddling this boat. I like that it's really small. I feel very comfortable in it. I was just sitting here and I was thinking, I'm actually feeling weightless, which, I mean, I guess you technically should in any boat because you're floating in the water, but I don't know, maybe it's just because it's small, but I feel like I'm kind of one with the boat, and it's a really comfortable feeling. I like it a lot. So in case you're wondering about the canoe, it is the Pack 12 Epoxy Series Brute Force, and it is carbon innegra. It's a special carbon innegra, and that being that it has black in it. So it may be something that H2O might be bringing out or not. Jeff hasn't quite decided yet, and he's curious, I guess, about the feedback on it and what I think of it and what other people think of it. So he'll know if he wants to make more of them. All right, my lunch is ready. I got some ha-ha moo, some German salami, 2-year-old cheddar, some Ritz crackers that magically made it all the way here without breaking somehow, and some Melba toast. So I'm gonna eat. I got a beautiful view. Newly added on the left side of me is a loon. Big loon too. Welcome, loon. Thanks for having lunch with me. Yesterday when I was sitting here, I mentioned there were some really cool trees in front of me. This is the one I really like. It comes up and then it's got like this crazy bend and a piece sticking out and then another bend, and that piece goes up. And then this one is just kind of normal. This one here, it's like bent over and it's hanging in the other tree. Looks a little sad and lonely. He's like leaning on his buddy, and they're pretty neat looking. I just kind of sit here and stare out over the water and look at the trees. I also see the sun is trying very hard to come out. It is supposed to be out today, but so far no. I am thinking about going back in the water. The sun would definitely give me that extra encouragement that I need. My legs are really itchy. I keep scratching them like a lot with my fingernails, and it feels really good. But no, they're kind of like, I don't know, aggravated, I guess. So. The back of my legs especially are pretty bit up. I think they might be ant bites. Yesterday after I went swimming and a couple of other occasions, I was sitting out on the rocks in the sunshine there, and I did the same thing in Temagami on a trip, and I remember the exact same thing happening. So they're really, really itchy too. Darn ants. It's about 2 o'clock and just hanging out here in my hammock. It's beautiful weather actually. There's no sunshine, it's overcast, but it's warm enough and there's a little tiny breeze. You can see my hammock's blowing a little bit back and forth. And it's just enough to keep the bugs from bothering me too much. So I'm just sitting here chilling out, looking at my beautiful pack boats in there. Now it's about 4:35 and I just got out of the hammock. I went to read my book and then I kind of had a little nap for a while. I started getting chilly and then the sun kind of popped out. It's not fully out, there's some light clouds over it, but it's enough to provide a little bit of warmth. Not that it's cool out, but I was just getting chilly, I guess probably because I was falling asleep or sleeping. I guess I must have been sleeping for a little while anyway. Anyways, I'm starting to get hungry. I need to make a fire for dinner because I'm making sausages, the ones that are stuffed with cheese. And I have some cucumber I'm going to slice up to make a cucumber salad with some dressing on it. And I did bring a pita to kind of do something with the sausages because I didn't have a bun and I don't really like to eat too much bread with my sausages. Usually I just slice them up and eat them by themselves, but I thought maybe like cut up a bit of the bread and dip it in some mustard and then have it with the sausage. That might be good. So we'll see how it goes. Before I start a fire, I need to take my tarp down. I don't think it's going to rain anymore. Hopefully, as soon as I take it down, it probably will, but you never know. But it wasn't in the forecast. It was only for 8 o'clock this morning, so I think I might be safe enough. I'm going to take it down, and it's one less thing I have to do tomorrow. Just making up my cucumber salad. Just basically got a cucumber here. I'm gonna peel it. I know some people are like, why are you peeling it? But I have colitis and the skin is really hard on my system, so it's enough to eat the cucumber without the skin, then I can get away with it, but with the skin, might not be so good. Alright, well, I got a little fire going. I was out this morning doing some fishing, which I didn't film because I forgot my charger and my phone was getting low and there wasn't anything to see. I clearly didn't catch anything. I didn't even have one bite or one nibble. So when I was out there, there's a bunch of trees fall in the lake and then they die and they're all dead and they're laying there and they kind of, like all the branches are sticking in the air and they get a lot of wind and sun and stuff, so they're pretty dry. So I found one of those, a couple of those actually, and I grabbed some wood and I just lit it up and it's burning really nicely already, quickly. So sliced up my cucumber. I'm just going to put it in my cup that I use for my oatmeal in the mornings usually, or my hot chocolate at night or whatever. I'm just putting it in there. And then I brought some Renee's Mediterranean Greek. I get those salads at the Foodland every once in a while, and they have dressings with them. And usually you get two, but I only ever use one, so I can never get these things open. They drive me nuts. So put some of that in there and just kind of let it soak in. It's got some feta in it too. So that should be good. I think I put a little too much in there. I'll have to put it back in the garbage bag to take it out anyways. Oh well. And that's about it. Ah, I love it when it works like that. Let's see if we can get the grill on good. No, I haven't tested it anyhow at all, but should be good. It's just a couple sausages. Unless they roll off the end. We know how that works out. I've done that already. Don't roll off. You have strict instructions. Don't roll off. It's your roadblock. Alright, well, my sausages are done. They look lovely. And I had that piece of pita bread I'd mentioned. So what I did was I put some butter on it and some garlic powder and just heated it up and grilled it on the barbecue to make it kind of have some flavor to it. It got a little bit wet, just a tiny bit today with the other stuff, and it wasn't looking too fresh, so I thought I would perk it up a little bit. So I'm going to take this stuff off and put it on my plate, and I'm going to eat. I just realized that I cut up my food like a small child. I don't have a table and chair here like, you know, at home or whatever, so I don't know. I just like to cut everything up in bite-sized pieces. I just noticed my lunch was like that too, but I just sit and pick at it like a little kid. So I've got some fancy mustard here, and basically what I'm going to do is I tried one of these little pita things. They're really good. So I'm just going to grab one of those, grab a piece of sausage. I probably won't use this mustard again. I definitely won't now. Dip it in there. That's good. I don't eat sausages often, so I find them a little bit greasy on my tummy, so I thought just a little bit of bread would help to kind of soak that up. I'm going to go eat this. I'll see you later. Well, it's almost 6 o'clock. My belly is full. That was so good. The cucumber salad at the end was just fantastic. I cut the cucumber really thin, and the salad dressing mixes with the water and the cucumber, and it kind of soaks it up into the pieces, and it's just perfect. It's not too strong. It was just right, and it was very good. So I'm just burning the sausage off the grill. I usually use a piece of foil, like I used a piece of foil yesterday for the potatoes, so that's in the garbage bag. So I'll like bunch that up and then just scrape the grill with it just to get all the food bits off. Well, it's 6 o'clock and the sun is out in full force, and I am super hot and I feel gross and dirty and itchy, so I'm going for a swim. I'm waterlogged. Oh, it's beautiful. Well, it's 6:45 and I got myself a dessert wrap ready. Made a different one this time. I like to switch it up. So this has peanut butter, dark chocolate chips, little marshmallows, and then I had one of those little Snickers. Just a tiny one, fun size I think they're called. I don't know, it's not very fun for me. It's like one bite almost, but surprisingly you can chop it into 16 pieces if you do it right. 4 rows and 4 rows. So I put it all on there and I'm gonna wrap it up. There's some butter on the outside, and I've got the fire all set up and I just have to light it. So hopefully it'll go pretty good, and then I could just throw it on there. It's nice and relaxing today. I'm gonna eat this and then I'm gonna lay in my hammock for the rest of the night and read my book until it gets dark. So that's my wish, so that's what I'm gonna do. But first I'm gonna eat this. It's gonna be so good. So I just put it in the pan. That way I think it'll maybe get the heat spread out more evenly. I'm not sure, but it's a little bit easier to move it around and not poke a hole in it if I just flip it in the pan. So that's what I'm doing. Alright, well, the wrap was doing good in the foil. It was all melty, but there was only this one little spot that was brown, so I put it here on the grill. I've just flipped it once, and this is all like now newly brown, so it looks much better. Oh yeah, look at that. That is nice. Alright, I'm going to take that off and eat it. Oh my goodness, this looks so good. It's all like brown and crunchy on the outside, And then it's all squishy and full of chocolatey goodness on the inside. It's going to be so yummy. Ooh-wee. Mm. Well, I've been reading for quite a while, and now I'm just sitting here. I just got a little fire going. That's just the pine needles crackling up there, but it's just a small fire. I'm just sitting here enjoying this beautiful, beautiful night. Well, it's just about 9 o'clock. I'm still laying here in my hammock, reading my awesome book. Just starting to think about my next moves. I had to get up about a half an hour ago after the sun went down. The temperature started dropping a little. It's not like freezing or anything, but I was laying here in my tank top and my bug shirt, so now I have on my tank top, my long sleeve, and my fleecy, which probably is overkill, but I was cold. My hair is still a little bit wet, so I think that's why. I think I'm going to put the bear vault away and take the hammock down, put the chair away, and head into my tent and get all nice and comfy, cozy in my sleeping bag with my headlamp on, and then read some more of this book before I go to sleep. It's starting to be that time of night where the mosquitoes are coming out and they're buzzing around my ears and stuff. And where the hammock is on this part of the campsite, there's no wind. So it's very still and a very bad spot for bugs at this time of night. So I think I'm going to do that, and I'll see you soon. Well, it is 9:15, Saturday night. This is the scene on Cat Lake. I have been once again blessed with some great camping neighbors. Haven't heard a peep from them. The motorboat people, however, I'm guessing on Kennesis Lake. Oh my God. People are just so... I don't know how you can go around blasting your stereo. Like, that lake has got to be, well, the portage is 600 meters, so it's got to be at least a half a kilometer to a kilometer away. And I can hear them blasting Stevie Nicks on their boat radio. It's like, why? Like, I don't understand that. If we wanted to hear that, we would, like, listen to it on our radio. We wouldn't have to hear yours. I don't know. So, yay for the campers. Boo for the motorboaters. I remember my very first backcountry trip, when I was doing my presentation on it years later, I described it as, I felt like I was sleeping beside a power plant because it was just like this hum. And that's what it sounds like right now. It's funny because they're not that bad. Yes, I've got bites all over my legs, but they're ant bites. Like, I do have mosquito bites too. I'm not saying I don't, but I don't have like a huge amount of them considering I didn't bring my bug shelter and I've been out here for 2 days. I think I got the most bites on the portage and like early in the morning or like this time. So other than that, they're pretty good. Lucky for me, I go to bed early, so I don't have to worry about it. Well, good morning. It is 5:25 a.m. on Sunday, July 18th. Very quiet Cat Lake. This is not. The seagulls and the loons have been calling and screaming and yelling to each other all night. I have no issue with listening to loons all night, but the seagulls were driving me crazy. No pink sky like there was yesterday. Maybe something will come soon. I'm going to start packing up and getting ready to head out this morning. While I was packing up my tent over there, this beautiful red sun has come up in the sky. It's really pretty. It looks way cooler in person than it does on the video. Good morning again. It is 6:45. I have got the canoe here. I just need to put it in the water before I can put the bags in. Trying not to scratch it. Gonna make my way to the portage. It shouldn't take me very long. I'm just saying thank you and goodbye to my beautiful campsite this weekend. There it is. Alright, well, I'm just paddling across Cat Lake to the portage and just some final thoughts on the canoe. So far, I absolutely love it. I do still have the 14.6 Pro Light Kevlar green canoe, which I've been using since last year. I will most likely be taking that on the big trip that I'm doing coming up, just because I have way more experience in it and I'm more comfortable in it. But I'm really comfortable in this boat as well. I really like the seat. It's super comfortable to paddle. I can make a lot more, I think, headway and travel a lot faster on the water in it, just because I'm sitting lower to the water and it's more like a kayak with the kayak seat than, you know, with the other canoe. I'm up a lot higher and I'm reaching down to get the water, whereas here it's just right beside me. So I really like that. I had a lot of time to paddle this canoe and get comfortable in it, and I really like it. And I got to do some crazy relaxing, got to read a lot of my book, and just chill out and enjoy being out in nature. So really nice campsite, nice area, and can't wait to see where I go next. I'll still be filming a little bit here and there, but just figured since I was on the water and I had some time, I'd do a little recap about the boat and let you guys know what I thought about it. It is, I believe, 28 pounds, and if you guys want to know anything else, just let me know. I'm going to put a link in the description so you can go check it out on the H2O page. I was pretty much expecting to break the streak today, but that's okay. I don't know if you know, but I saw lynx on my last trip, so I did promise that I wouldn't ask to see anything else the rest of the season because I was so grateful, so I'm good with that. Alright, I'm just about at the 600-ish meter portage, going back to my car. A little bit of mist on the water this morning. It's really pretty. It is 7:10 and I am on my way. So I'm just heading back now to get the backpack. I don't know what's going on with me, but I had a really hard time carrying the canoe, both today and Friday when I came in. Really hard on my shoulders for some reason. I don't know why. That canoe is almost the same weight as the one that I've been using, the 14.6 Pro Light. That one is about 30 pounds, and this one I believe is 28. So not a huge difference in weight. It's just not as long, 3 feet shorter than the other one. Guess you just gotta grin and bear it. That's what I do. Just say, oh, come on, you're almost there. and just keep going. All right, my beautiful backpack. Say goodbye to Cat Lake. We're on our way home. All right, I got the backpack in the car and I just have to go up the hill here to get the canoe. And that's a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and lots and lots of trips coming up this season. So hope you stay tuned and check back for more. Thanks so much for watching. Bye. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.